What's up, YouTube? It's Rochelle Tannen. It's August 9th, 2024. It's about 9:30 here in Phoenix. I decided to do a second video. There's a little caveat for the video I posted earlier this evening. Been having some crazy stuff going on with my electronics today. My television froze. I know part of this video froze, but soldier on, guys, and watch to the end. I really appreciate if you would. I jumped back on because I was outside smoking a cigarette, and I thought to myself, I want to touch upon Miss Kamala Harris, who may be our president soon, and all you flip-flopping ass niggas. I see you. Now all this Trump, we miss Trump, this and that. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that because I take this very personally. Now, back in 2016, even though Americans, including myself, we used to be more classy and we would discuss who we voted for. And I've since gotten out the habit because in 2020, you guys should know from my past videos, my father passed on November 3rd, 2020, so I didn't vote. And since that time, I've changed from a Republican to an independent. I'm not in either party anymore because I knew this shit was going to happen. Now, back in 2016, when I voted for Trump, black people, I remember being called a self-hater and being told I need to vote right and how I hate being black and all these other things. Okay, you MFers voted for old man Biden, slow Joe, sleepy Joe, whatever you want to call him. And now you're crying. I distinctly remember saying in a past video that if he gets into office, the migrants and shit, where do you think they're coming first? The hood, your neighborhoods. And now that I've moved to Phoenix, I've seen it firsthand because to my understanding, South Phoenix used to be all black once upon a time. It ain't no more. I just saw a video for one of my subscriptions. Shout out to Jordan Cash. If you're not watching him up in NYC, you should be. Because he's more real news than our mainstream news will just tell you that. It's talking about how the migrants, all the migrants, the thousands of migrants Texas is sending to Washington, D.C. and Philly and New York. They're starting to move into the black neighborhoods. You black people have been complaining about what the migrants get the last 3.5 years. You were warned that was going to happen. You were warned that this economy was going to go to straight hell. And all of it's come to fruition. Now y'all want to jump on the Trump bandwagon. Well, let me tell you something about Mr. Trump. His time for his second presidential run was 4 years ago. Trump can't get you out of what's coming. Kamala can't. No one president can, but Trump can't get you out of what's coming. Now I'm seeing people like Amber Rose and all these hood black people with their Trumps, make America great again. So let me ask, are y'all self-haters? Is Amber Rose a self-hater? All these other niggas that jumped on the bandwagon? Are y'all self-haters? Do we get to criticize and call your names? I saw years ago when Trump, almost 10 years ago, it's amazing how these years are flying by, how a young black guy who voted for Trump, another black man spat on him. Do we get to do that to you all? Because now you want to vote for Trump because you think it's going to solve something, but it's not. And Kamala, I hear a lot of you black chicks now saying, oh, she's not black. And I could have swore I said that almost 10 years ago. Certainly on one of these videos of the past. I haven't looked at my old videos in a while. I've been busy. But I know I've said about Miss Kamala, she's not even an American Negro. Now y'all saying this shit like it's profound because you just found it out. I'm very aware she's Jamaican and Indian heritage. She just uses black women when it's convenient and it advances her. If I'm not mistaken, she went to UCLA or SoCal or one of those schools in South California and she couldn't cut it. So then she went to Howard. I believe she's a Delta, which I'm not for Greeks and black Greeks. I always thought that shit was corny. I still do. If I was to ever join an organization of a sorority type, it will probably be the Eastern Stars. Because if you're going to be on a team, be on the winning one. I always thought black Greeks were corny. If that's your thing, more power to you. But let me just say, they let people like Kamala Harris in there. And I'm mistaken. She's not a Delta. My bad, Deltas. She's an AKA. I don't like AKAs. I never have, never will. I don't believe in organizations that used to do paper bag tests on their pledges. If they weren't fair skinned enough, they didn't get into AKAs. And I've had an AKA try to get me in trouble at a past job because I didn't want to go to her corny barbecue. I don't even like their colors. That ugly green and bubblegum pink is ugly. But this is who we have as the next president, and she's going to do it off the back of being an African-American woman because you clowns voted for her and Sleepy 4 years ago almost. But this information isn't profound just because you slow bandwagon jumping Negroes finally see what people like me were talking about 10 years ago. And if Kamala Harris gets to office, we're fucking done. In case you all haven't noticed, you say what you want about Mr. Trump, and he's no saint, don't get me wrong. But we weren't in the situation we're in now. And if she gets the White House, you guys think it's bad now, it's going to be 10 times worse, 100 times worse. Because she's going to reform immigration because her mother was an immigrant. Her father was too. She don't give a fuck about the black community. Actually, to my understanding, when she was a prosecutor out here in California, she put a lot of black people away, innocent or otherwise. She doesn't give a fuck about black people. She's like a lot of immigrants. They only like black people when it suits them, when it can advance them. And a lot of American Negroes, y'all so stupid, y'all let them. Huh? Y'all let them. Now, I know Megan Thee Stallion, I guess she was at the DNC. Hold on, guys, water break. And I like old Megan. I like Megan Thee Stallion just fine. But Megan Thee Stallion is at the same status I put all these singers, rappers, all these overpaid circus clowns, because that's what celebrities are. And in a lot of circles, they're still looked at as new money trash. Megan doesn't help me decide who to vote for, no more than Beyonce and Jay-Z did back in the Obama years. I don't need a pop star to tell me who to vote for. I don't need those people to think for me. Only thing I need Megan and all of them to do is sing a song and stay out of politics. Because Megan Thee Stallion, like a lot of them celebrities or stars or whatever, they're not living the life of everyday Americans. And they're paid very well to jig for the DNC. And if the DNC was all that strong, it's like Mr. Trump said of Jay-Z and Beyonce, how he didn't need them in 2016 to win, and he was right. You shouldn't need a whole bunch of celebrities to endorse you to win. That lets me know that you're sorry and you're weak. And you're not that bright. Kamala Harris is not that bright. And you fools, I've already had a white guy here in Phoenix try to tell me how to vote. I don't understand what it is with certain white people always trying to tell black people what to think or how to vote. Or I take black back, Negroes, how to think, how to vote. I don't fancy white people like that. I don't, and I never will. And he was one of these soy boy betas that would probably have a problem listening to my boys, the Beastie Boys, because he's a soy boy talking about how he's going to vote for Kamala. You would. I could see if this was a Condoleezza Rice situation or even a Michelle Obama. And I'm no fan of Michelle Obama, but if they were running Michelle Obama, I'd at least give it thought. I at least take it seriously. Because for one, Michelle Obama is an African-American, Negro, whatever you call us these days. She's an Ivy League educated Negro at that. And she's a lot smarter than Kamala could dream of being. But I can't even take Kamala Harris seriously. And how the hell is she going to pull together an election in the United States anyway in 3 months? This just goes to what I said about Joe Biden years ago. He's so arrogant and pretentious. He really thinks he's that smart. He could have dropped out a year ago when everyone was begging him to drop out, except me. I didn't want him to drop out. Hell, if I could, I'd give Joe Biden another 4 years because y'all voted for this shit. And if you vote for Kamala Harris, God bless you. You get whatever the fuck you deserve. The one making the most sense is Kennedy. And he doesn't have a chance because he's an independent like me. He's making the most sense. He's right. This country is sick. Spiritually, physically, mentally. Almost on every level. Very sick. And we run around here acting like Donald Trump's going to solve something, which he can't. Because we're too far gone. Everyone's in debt. And it's not like 2008 when it's just the houses. Everything's a debt bubble right now. Student loans, debt bubble. Car rent, car payments, debt bubble. These high ass rents in these luxury apartments, they can't rent from city to city. It's a bubble. Your overpriced mortgage, it's a bubble. All this shit's gonna implode. And I promise you, Kamela's not, or Kamala, or whatever her name is, isn't smart enough to get us out of this. Just like Biden wasn't smart enough to get us out of this. There is no getting America out of this. We can make things better, but that starts with the people. The people got to care. There's no one president that can make you assholes stop stealing from coast to coast. You don't rob the stores closed on the East Coast and the West Coast. No one president can stop that. That has a moral standing with the people of this nation. You should understand the importance of why you need neighborhood stores. You should understand the importance of why it's so bad to steal as an adult. I can see stealing when your back is against the wall and you don't have any other way. Or if you're a kid. And even if you're a kid stealing, because as a kid I've stole, you should feel bad after stealing. That shouldn't be a way of life. If you're an adult and you got to steal fucking deodorant, I don't care if you're going to sell it or not. You look like a lame. And don't get me wrong, there's no business like hood business. I've bought stuff off the back of a truck, but it's different when everyone's doing it. There should only be a segment of society that does it. There should be that segment of society that I speak should be scared to go into the stores and steal. Not walk in with garbage bags and clear whole racks of shit. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. It's classless. And no one president can get us out of this. I hate to tell you this, Gen X, Millennial, Gen Z, you guys are going to have to clean all this shit up. There's not going to be running back to your parents and shit this time. There's none of it. So you better be careful who you vote for. Because I don't think I'm voting. I don't want to choose lesser evils, but I'll say this. I wouldn't pick Kamala. Because she's an idiot. And if you think it's bad now, give that hussy 4 years. Give that hussy 4 years. I don't trust Kamala any more than I trusted Hillary Clinton. And if for no other reason. Hillary Clinton, I don't trust any woman who can't control her own house. And Kamala, I don't trust any women that sleep with married men. Willie Harris. And on that note, guys, I will see you again on another video. It's Rochelle Tannen. I'm out.